In February 2023, a police dashcam captured a video from a New Jersey cruiser documenting an early morning shift on the dark highway. The footage is dedicated to the aftermath of a prior incident in which several police officers and first responders had left their vehicles on a closed-off lane to attend to the victims of a crash involving an SUV that spun out. In this particular video, the scene on the highway starts out pretty uneventful, and as the officers secure the area, the dashcam simply records the parked cruisers. As the minutes tick by, while they wait for the scene to clear, Trooper Stefan Lentini tries his luck at directing traffic, and this is when he spots a heavy-duty tow truck hurtling down the road, but he assumes the driver will merge and continues shining his flashlight to get their attention. At about that moment, the truck keeps coming, but less than a few seconds later, he realizes the terrifying truth that it isn't stopping or even moving to the next lane. He notes the 40,000-pound truck's headlights just kept approaching his car, forcing him to sprint off the highway to survive. But chillingly, the driver doesn't even seem to notice the emergency lights before slamming violently into 3 police cars and an ambulance. Luckily, no one, not even the truck driver, was seriously injured during the incident. When the dust settled, Trooper DeVry Mariano desperately called for his partner, serving as a chilling reminder. After this incident, there were no additional updates beyond a careless driving summons. South Carolina Highway Patrol dashcams are dedicated to documenting road safety, in which the police usually post videos about what life is like patrolling the highways and traveling around the state. The videos are usually pretty routine, with an emphasis on traffic calm stops and standard policing, but this particular video is a bit more disturbing than the rest. In February 2014, troopers uploaded footage of an incident that took place earlier that month while they were scanning a rest stop. At around that time, officers spotted an old green Cadillac matching the description of a Virginia Beach kidnapping. Because the back of the trunk, where they suspected evidence was locked tight, the police probably didn't know exactly what was in there and continued to cautiously walk around the car for several minutes, fully aware that they were recording. After a while, the trooper makes his way to the back of the vehicle and tries to pop the trunk open, which is when the officer discovers a middle-aged woman and takes action to free her. Immediately after the trooper helps her out of the vehicle, another officer begins interrogating the driver. It's disturbing what exactly he had done, but based on the investigation, he had jabbed her in the ribs earlier, and he was actually her 20-year-old son, Rogelio. Fortunately, the woman was rescued safely with minor injuries. Back in 2020, authorities released body camera footage showing a group of Nashville police officers moving through the downtown area, instructing bystanders to move away from the area as a precaution.
What's up, Timothy? Hey man, we take a body. We got a conversation.
415B9 411 Charles.
So you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You're not in trouble, but there is something serious happening down the roadway.
Go for 11.
Okay? Do you mind going down to 2nd and
Where do they need to go when they are evacuating the building? I've got 2nd Commerce.
Yeah.
That's so weird. That's like something out of a movie.
Like The Purge?
Yeah.
In a bodycam clip uploaded shortly after the event, the footage shows what happened one dawn when an RV parked right on the edge of the downtown street. Technically, the vehicle wasn't supposed to be waiting there due to its destructive intentions, so it made every effort possible to make it incredibly obvious that it would be detonating right on the side of the road. Before the vehicle explodes, it plays a robotic voice and starts looping Petula Clark's Downtown, generating as eerie a scene as possible to feel like the movie The Purge. At around 15 minutes later, the RV detonates and completely collapses nearby buildings. The pedestrian evacuation seemed to be going just fine, but in the apocalyptic rubble, the officers' morning takes a really devastating turn.
Command, I want a roll call of all central personnel ASAP, starting with 11.
411, I'm 10-4.
15-4.
As one of the investigators digs into Anthony's history, a deeply disturbing obsession can be found hiding in the background. Immediately, the police uncover his paranoid delusions about shape-shifting alien lizards taking over. When they finally check previous reports, 16 months have already gone by since a girlfriend called the cops about explosives. Although the authorities were too busy assessing the destruction to pinpoint a single motive, it's more than likely that a fatal cancer diagnosis contributed to his declining mental health. Still, it must have been extremely chilling to hear his neighbor recount his promise of an unforgettable Christmas, even if nobody else died. After that terrifying blast, the cops never truly figured out the exact reason why. In September of 2021, the authorities and locals initiated a massive search in the neighborhood, Flamingo Lake, in which they dedicated resources for their rescue of 3 lost children somewhere in the Sam Houston forest. In the statement, they mentioned that the kids took an unknown path off the main trail around the edge of a creek. Judging by the state of alarm the community is in, it's clear that nobody has been spotting them for quite some time. The sky is covered with helicopters and drones. The dogs look determined and active, and there are even a couple of off-road vehicles driving on the dirt, along with hundreds of police officers walking on top of the forest trails. The only facts that indicate somebody could reach the children at the location relatively safely are that one of the Good Samaritans in the area is relatively knowledgeable, and some of the routes in the woods are only gently hidden. Looking at the directions that the man knows of different paths and etched into his memory, it appears as if a rescue of the 3 children is going to happen in the forest. As Sergeant Smith continues with the operation, he walks into one of the dense clearings where his camera records something very miraculous.
Come on, can y'all come to me? Come to me. Yeah, come to me. There's an opening right here. Come on, kids, come to me. 8206, I got him. I got him. $8206, I'm gonna bring them out the same way I came in. So we're gonna come out on 224. Come on to me. You good, brother, you good. It took me a minute. $8006. I have the kids. If you want to track my radio location, I'm going to take them out to 224. You have MCHD come over there.
They wouldn't let me in over here last night, so I just took off around the back. I've been looking all night long.
Yes, sir. I have all
Jesus
3
is
children.
good, ain't he? Ain't Jesus good?
He's good. Kids, I'm the police. Are y'all ready to get out of the woods? Come on, buddy.
Let's get out of here.
Understandably, officers mentioned they've been wandering in the dark woods for 24 hours, and even though the volunteer and medics offer to help them calm their nerves and bring them warm food and water, they seem desperate to accept anything from them, revealing that they're hungry surviving the way they did. They mentioned that even though it's not far out, the children who huddled at the forest knew they're lost, and they slept under branches and leaves all night. In a touching moment at the end, the hero agrees with police to carry them out soon.
You gonna be able to make it? You need some help? Come on. Here, let's pick this. Grab hold of that. There you go.
You're really strong.
Am I really strong? Uh-oh. Are you okay? You good, buddy? Yeah. Let's pick this back up. Got it? You good? Let's powerhouse, okay? I got you, bud. You're gonna be good.
For a situation that has only been resolved after 24 hours, the 3 missing children are in a much better mood than other victims who have been lost for much shorter. But Sergeant Smith doesn't seem to mind as he captures footage of the brave kids with messy hair and random leaves sticking all over their clothes. As he escorts them further out of the woods, Smith starts asking simple questions, but nobody seems to be distressed, and he continues his rescue mission in the morning sunlight. The underlying path in some of the areas near the forest edge seems extremely overgrown, but Smith shows his expertise in law enforcement by guiding the children toward the cars that wait right ahead.
Y'all got it? Come on, kids. Let's come out to the road. Whoa, good. What? There you go, buddy. Look at you. You made it.
Good.
They're coming.
Confirm all
Bring him back over in his vehicle. Y'all gonna help him with that after EMS checks him?
Roger that. We're still waiting on EMS on site. But we'll have them check out there.
That's good. Appreciate it.
Hey-ya! Good job.
If the volunteer hadn't pushed forward, the kids may have been claimed by whatever was dropping in the temperature. It's a terrifying thought to sit back and imagine their fate in these kinds of situations. But children will very rarely survive these elements in a normal way. Nobody likes to be left starving in those conditions. And more often than not, the outcome will be rather tragic and sometimes even fatal. Fortunately, in this case, the children were able to get back to their loving parents just in time.